Our show tonight. I know many of you are busy, but tonight we've got another amazing lady on our show, and her name is Benna Resnick. And Benna is going to tell you all about herself. And if anybody would like to come onto our show, feel free to call the Don't Believe the Hype, which our number is 817-655-4105. You can email us at don'tbelievethehype@gmail.com, and we're glad to have anyone who's got an exciting story to share, anyone who's got a passion, who's making a difference in the community. I don't care if you're not even in Texas, you could be across the pond, because we can always do you by Zoom. So we would love to have you come onto our show, but tonight Benna is on our show, and I'm not even going to tell you about Benna because Benna needs to tell you about Benna herself.
Okay, I can do that.
You sure?
I can do that. So my name is Benna Resnick, and I grew up in upstate New York. Got to Texas just as fast as I could. It feels like home. I've been here over 30 years.
Wow.
Still have that Yankee accent for those of you who are but I am a Texan. So I actually had friends give me a green card and told me I could stay for one of my birthdays. But I'm a hairdresser for many, many years. I admit to 50 of them.
50?
50. I won't say anymore. And in 2000, my parents had been gone a long time, but in 2000 my brother died. So all that was left was my sister and I, and she was working for corporate Avon.
Okay.
In New York. And she said to me, you know what? Why don't you join Avon? And I thought, yeah, that's a good idea. We can go vacation together and I can write it off my taxes because it's Avon.
Mm-hmm.
So I joined in 2000, and I worked both businesses.
Wow.
for a long time. Well, it was easy because I had customers that were in front of me, and I'd lay a book there, and they knew if they didn't pick up the book, they were in trouble with their hair. So,
oh wow, that's a good way to be an hairdresser.
exactly.
Pick up a book. Order some Avon, otherwise I'm going to give you a bad haircut.
Right, exactly. I'm just going to miss a piece. So, I did well. And then all of a sudden, what was happening was I was doing so well with Avon. So I was working 5 days a week in the shop, a full day.
Yeah.
And then my weekends, which were Sunday and Monday, I would do Avon. All of a sudden, now I need Tuesday afternoon for Avon.
Wow.
And then I needed Wednesday afternoon for Avon because the profit was there versus standing and doing hair, which was getting old after 50 plus years. And then one afternoon, my sister working in corporate, one afternoon, I got a phone call from a woman named Evertrue Bell, who is, I promise, this woman has forgotten more about Avon and multi-level marketing than I'll ever know in my life. So she called me, and you have to respect somebody like that. But she called me, and I was working. I was bad. I was working on a customer. Luckily, it wasn't anything that could damage her hair.
Yeah.
And I said, excuse me one moment. And I left my customer, and I went out to the car to talk to this woman.
Okay.
That's how important she was. Of course, the customer sat there. Anyway, so she said to me, do you know that you're running a $750,000 a year business part-time?
Wow.
That's what I said. I said, come on, you're kidding me. I had never looked at the total picture. I was just doing my thing. That was in June.
Of this year?
No.
I mean last year, sorry?
No, of 2003 or 4.
Wow.
Okay? when I realized that, I started looking at it different. So that was June,
Yeah.
okay? February 2nd of that year, it was a Saturday. I can tell you who my last customer was. I stopped doing hair so that I could focus on Avon.
So I know that Avon has changed a lot from.
Oh.
I remember when I was growing up as a child,
Mm-hmm.
everybody in my church, there was only two perfumes that you knew Avon did: Moonwind and Timeless.
We still have Timeless.
Oh my God. And I can guarantee you those perfumes, if you smell them today, you think, oh my God, they stink.
That's right. It's true.
Because that's all I remember growing up: Moonwind, Timeless, and it was a Skin So Soft.
The Skin So Soft oil.
Right? You know what I mean? That's I'm not stereotyping now, but
No,
every black
whatever.
person that I knew had a bottle of Skin So Soft, Timeless, and Moonwind. And now Avon has changed.
Oh my God, they have changed.
They have changed
so much.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, when I see what an Avon book now, it's like, it's a catalogue.
There's 224 pages, I think, in the book we're working with right now. And we only use those books for 2 weeks.
Wow. So why just...
Well, because that's our selling cycle. And then, so Avon focuses on a particular product. And they have the rest of them. But in 2 weeks, they'll focus on something else.
Yeah.
And 2 weeks after that, something else. We could sell anything out of the book.
Because I noticed that they were selling clothes, they were starting to sell jewelry.
This blouse is an Avon blouse. I wore it
Okay.
specifically. My necklace and earrings are Avon.
You see? She's really making sure that you all know that Avon is no longer just selling Moonwind and Timeless.
Right.
And Skin So Soft. They're selling...
Now we still
lot
have
more.
Skin So Soft oil.
Yeah,
We still have it.
I know that ain't going to go nowhere
No.
because that's supposed to be good for...
Well, I can't sell it as such. You're talking about for mosquitoes.
Yes.
I can, as a representative, I can't sell it as such. However, I know lots of people who use it as a mosquito repellent, and I put it on my hands and rub it on my dog, and it keeps the fleas and ticks off of her.
Okay.
So, but that's out of my experience. That's
Yeah, but
not.
that's what I always, you know what I mean, when I used to go
Absolutely.
on any holiday, we always had a bottle of it because just in case the mosquitoes decide, never mind about the mosquito, what about those red ants? Those little
yes.
red ants, I remember the first time I went to Jamaica and
We have our bug guard now, which is also from the Skin So Soft
Okay.
line, that actually works on sand fleas and the red ants. I've had people come back and tell me. So we
Well,
have all of that.
I know I'm not going to be travelling to Jamaica
Okay.
for a long time,
Well,
but
you
those red ants, trust me,
they're dangerous.
nah, they're a killer. They're
Yeah,
not
they're
dangerous. I remember when I went to take my clothes off the line and I saw the red ants saying to me, "We've got your clothes now, we've got your clothes now. You ain't getting these clothes off this line."
Take them on the floor and stamp on
You
them.
know what I mean? And I just left it there. I thought, no way, because when one bit me, that was enough.
Sure.
You know, so is it good for not mosquitoes, for cockroaches as well? Because that's my fear, my biggest.
Not used
No.
it. I honestly don't know.
That's my biggest, out of any creatures in this world, the cockroach is my number one. Swear, I never see any in my house because I keep it clean. But the first time I ever saw a cockroach was when I went to Jamaica.
Mm-hmm.
And it went
And it had to have been this big.
I nearly swore on TV. Yes, it was so big it landed on my stomach. And I swear on my life, I don't even know how I didn't pass out that day. And up to this day, I'm still scared of cockroach.
Well,
Right.
I don't want them landing on
I'm
me either.
thinking the cockroach saw fresh blood from England, and I'm thinking, look at him, you know what I mean? It could have been a man, should have been a cockroach.
Cockroaches don't do blood.
I know, but I couldn't understand why it was coming after me. It must have thought, oh, fresh blood from England.
You were just someplace to land.
You know what I'm saying? I was petrified.
That's
So
fine.
do you have a mentor? I'm sorry. So do you have a mentor that helps you
I
do
do.
what you do?
I do. I'm very lucky that Avon is a family. Okay, we all help each other. I was on a call, a Zoom call before this, and we were all giving each other ideas about how to grow your business and how to, and these are just people that I know casually.
Yeah.
I do have a mentor that I met through Avon. She is a trainer. She is, all I can tell you is this woman is my sister from another mother.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, her name is Bumi Ajabadi. And she is, when I first met her,
Yeah.
she called me. She was at a conference in Florida, and she called me. I was already in bed. And she said, I want you to get your phone, and I want you to text your number to this number. I said, okay, I did it. And it went through, and then I called her up and I said, what did I just do? That's how much I trust her.
Yeah.
That I did what she told me to do before I questioned. I don't do that with anybody else. I have the 400 questions.
Yeah.
You know. This woman she's ethical, she's honest, she is a God-fearing woman. I don't know what else to say about her, but I totally trust her. She is my mentor.
So how long have you had a mentor?
Probably 15 years.
And would you recommend women who are going into business to get themselves a mentor?
Absolutely. When you go into business, your mentors will change because you grow a little bit, and the mentor that you have when you first start from day one, let's say to day 100, just as an example, that mentor is going to help you start. Then that mentor's ideas may not fit with what you want for day 100 to day 300. So you'll have many mentors in your business career. They're all good. They all have ideas. You just have to take them with a grain of salt. I have other mentors in my life. I'm always looking for another mentor because my goals have changed. I'm at a place in my life where I don't necessarily want to travel like they travel. They just all came back from Hawaii. All I could think of was 6 hours in a plane. I can't do that anymore. I don't want to do that anymore. Then when they were there sending pictures, I was very envious because I should have been there with them.
Yes.
You know. The next trip is Cancun. That's closer, physically. So I need, and I will find, a mentor to help me get from where I am, because you have to earn these trips, to get from where I am to where I need to be to go to Cancun. So to help.
So what does that entail? You need.
I need somebody. I focus a lot on my team.
Okay.
Okay, between the pandemic and then last year I had medical issues. So between the two, I've had 3 years of losing my sales, my personal sales. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for somebody to help me jumpstart the sales and it's all in my head. Because there's nothing that I need to do that I haven't already done, but I don't remember. The joy for doing them isn't there like it was. My joy is mentoring the people under me.
Do you think COVID has taken away some of your passion? You know what I'm saying? Because being stuck in the house, not being able to meet people,
Well,
doing your sales, going out and...
no, and that absolutely hurt my sales. It weeded out a lot of people that didn't really want to work. Before COVID, I started out with a team of 400 and something people under me. Right now, today, and this isn't a bad thing, I've got 296, I think. It's not a bad thing, because those extra people, I'm sorry to say, were dead weight. And unfortunately, in business, any business, your business, you probably do the same thing. We congratulate the people on the top, and we cheer them, and we do all of this for the people on the top, and we chase the people on the bottom because they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing. We chase them. People in the middle get forgotten.
Okay.
So what happened was people on the bottom disappeared for me. So I'm now consciously working on the ones in the middle. We all do it.
So if somebody wanted some Avon, how would they go about reaching you? If
Oh.
they wanted to get some Avon, or they wanted to find a career path? Because you know what I mean, with the world that we're living in now, things are changing.
Absolutely.
Is there an online?
There is an online, you can go to my online store, and that is www.youravon.com/B Resnick, first initial, last name.
Okay.
And when you go, it's a very pretty picture, and up on the top, on the right-hand side, it says, become a representative. You just have to remember that, because when you get 2 or 3 screens down, they're going to ask you who you want to mentor you. You have to remember to put my name in there, which is Benna Resnick. If you can't remember all of this, just call me, 817-614-1410. I've got my phone with me all the time.
No, she hasn't. Where's your phone now?
My phone is right there.
Okay.
It's not far.
She has. I've got my phones with me all the time, and everybody keeps saying, how many phones do you have?
Well, that's what I said to you, too.
know what I mean?
I only have one phone,
So,
and it's sitting right there in that purse.
well, she's not going to answer it until after the phone.
That's right.
The
You're
show
welcome to
finishes.
call me.
You know what I mean? So,
I've actually put the phone on silent because that's what you have to do. So I will answer any phone call that I find, any numbers that I find. I will answer them when we're finished.
So did you face, like, apart from COVID, did you have any, like, obstacles? What made you decide that you wanted to do Avon? I know you said you did it because of your sister doing Avon, but you already had a business. So what made you feel that, let me just go in?
I lost my passion for the business. For hair.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I had 2 customers. I think they've both passed by now, so they won't be listening to this. And I'm not going to say names. But I had 2 customers. My friends knew not to call me Thursday night. Both of these ladies came in on Thursday. They fought over which hairdryer the other one was sitting in.
Oh, wow.
They'd say to me, that's my hairdryer, why is she sitting there? I said, you didn't buy it, I did, it's my hairdryer. But they made me crazy. So after a couple of years of that, I was done. I was doing what I was doing because I was good at what I did. And it was all that I knew until Avon came along. God has a reason for everything.
That's right.
There's a reason my sister went to work for Avon. There's a reason. He has a reason for everything.
That's right.
And that was my introduction for getting me out of the beauty shop. My knees hurt, my back hurt, everything hurt.
And now you can sit down and nothing doesn't hurt.
Yeah, it all still hurts, but I can sit. I mean, you know.
So what do you do in your spare time?
What spare time? I really don't have any, because I can do Avon anywhere I am. I can pick up my phone, if we weren't doing this, and do Avon. The truth of the matter is, my spare time, as much as I can, is with my granddaughter.
See, so she does have some spare
Yeah,
time.
I take weekends off and go up to Oklahoma to them. And I do not keep my phone on me when I'm with her. Now, I check my phone 2 or 3 times during the day, but I do not keep it on me because she's entitled.
How old's your granddaughter?
12,
That's nice.
but she's taller than I am.
That's okay.
I love it. I love it.
That's okay.
I got the privilege, last time I was up there, I got the privilege of going with her and a friend to buy her first party dress for school. I loved it. It was so fun.
So you just got one child?
That's it.
Just like
That's it.
I've got one child, but my daughter's 42.
But like you,
Yes.
I adopt them all. I can't tell you how many people out there in the world think of me as a mother figure,
That is nice.
and I love it.
That is nice.
You know, you never know how you're going to touch somebody's life.
That's, you don't.
No. Something as simple as, okay, so while I was doing hair, I also worked with the Miss America pageant, Miss Texas, Miss America.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't do a lot of black hair, okay?
You don't? So
No.
you could do mine?
I could probably, yes, depending on what you wanted. Braiding, sorry, no. But there was a contestant,
Yeah.
and she straightened her hair, and I would say to her, Marshawn, your chemicals, you go to whoever does your chemicals, please go to them. I don't know how to do them, but I can fix this hair. I can cut this hair, no problem. So I don't know what I was doing, but she was in my chair, and I didn't know anything about this. She was in my chair, and apparently I said to her, in the Miss Texas pageant, you have to conform.
Oh, wow. And what did you
To
say?
a point. I mean, you've got 10 topics. Well, she didn't say anything, but she decided at that point not to conform. She was going her own way,
Okay.
which is good.
Mm-hmm.
You want somebody who's going to stand up and stand out.
Speaking.
Right, so she ended up going to Washington, D.C., became Miss Washington, D.C., and was second runner-up to Miss America, second or third runner-up. So, going back, she wrote a book. And she had a book signing. She lives here. She had a book signing, and I found out, so this Boomy and I went. And I bought the book, and she says to me, good thing you bought the book because you're in it.
Oh, wow.
I said, what do you mean I'm in it? She said, that's when she told me that I was the one who set her on the path of what she wanted to do with her life. She was not going to conform.
You see.
It was over a hairdressing, I was doing her hair, and it was just a silly conversation on my part.
And to you, it might seem silly, but
It
look at
was.
what it
Exactly.
has come out of it.
And that's what I do with Avon. That's what you do when you mentor, when you talk to these kids.
Mm-hmm.
But when I have people, I was with a young lady today, getting her signed up and all of that.
Yeah.
And we talked about a little bit of everything. Did what I needed to do with Avon, but we talked about everything. You never know how that's going to impact
That's right.
that person.
And one thing I know with Avon, they also caters to women in domestic violence.
Absolutely.
That was something that, I'm saying.
Yes.
So it's not just you buying Avon, you're also impacting somebody else who's going through
Right.
something.
We do, and I'm not gonna quote numbers because I don't know them by heart, but we are a huge contributor to breast cancer,
That's right.
and we do domestic violence, and we do, there's a third one.
I definitely know about domestic violence.
Right, domestic violence, and there's no reason why, I'm going to a conference the end of August, and they used to, and I'll find out where they would contribute to domestic violence.
Okay.
So we'll talk about
No
that.
problem.
But yeah, no, Avon is a fantastic, and what do you call them, that gives back to the community.
They do.
Yeah, yeah.
So that is something I definitely do know. So we're going to be wrapping up our show. So
Okay.
I want to ask you a question.
Okay.
What does "Don't Believe the Hype" mean to you?
You know, there's a lot of hype out there in this world. Most of it's not good. Hype is something that somebody else wants you to believe. I take everything with a grain of salt so that I can make up my own mind. I want your point of view, I want theirs, and I want everybody's point of view, because then I'm going to make up my own mind. So I do not believe the hype. I do not watch the news. I'll watch parts that I want to watch with what's going on with the war, and it is a war. So I watch pieces, but I can't watch the news because they make molehills into mountains.
I'm telling you, like the gas.
Oh, yeah,
The price now is $3.49.
it's crazy.
Right?
Exactly. So
And the war is still going on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, and the people who own all the gas, and they're being called on the carpet for raising prices when there's no reason to. So, no, I do not believe the hype in the world, period. Unless I can see it, I'm sorry, Avon, but even with Avon, they're coming out with, Avon is going to start selling LG earbuds.
Oh, wow.
That's all I know about it. I'll find out more tomorrow. But even that, they're supposed to be coming out with announcing an incentive for us, you know.
Yeah.
It'll either be earbuds or money or whatever. When I see it in writing, that's when I believe it. Until then, you can tell me all day long, oh, I got advanced. Not until I see it in
That's
writing.
right. I think
So,
those are going to be pretty though.
we saw pictures.
I bet they're pretty.
They're yeah.
I can, you know
I
what I'm
can't
saying.
wait. My earbuds, I have worked with the ones that hang, and I've got earbuds. I probably have 3 pairs sitting on my desk, and none of them are working.
Well, these ones will definitely
These
be
will
working. You know what I mean? You can't even miss the color because they're going to be they're going to be colorful,
Right?
like my top.
No, I think they're not. I think they're
They're not?
gonna. I don't know. You know about these earbuds. What I know
don't,
about.
you know what?
No, I don't
I
know.
do not like nothing stuffed in my ears.
So you may not like them.
No, you won't see me with nothing stuffed in
I'll
my
only
ears.
do 1. I won't do 2 because I can't stand both ears being closed.
I just feel like no, my ears are supposed to hear
Right.
nothing to be stuffed in.
I don't know. I mean, that's the picture we
Yeah.
saw.
I bet they're going to be pretty
Tomorrow. But yeah,
I'll
it's,
probably get a pair and auction them off.
there you go.
You know what I'm saying? Because, but no, that's why you won't see me with
My
nothing.
granddaughter is definitely getting, that's Christmas.
Is it Christmas? Christmas is what?
Doesn't matter. We do that. This party dress that I just helped her buy,
Mhm.
that was last year's Christmas. They moved to Oklahoma, and she was going to a new school. Well, she gets all kinds of stuff, actual Christmas. And then her birthday's in February. Got her birthday gifts,
Yeah.
did all of that. But Christmas, I said to her, you know what, baby? You're moving into a new school. you're gonna get into school and you're gonna see something you need
Yeah.
that you don't have. We'll go shopping and we'll get it. This way it suits her needs. It's like everything else I do in life. You listen.
You said that you wanted another child?
No,
You don't?
no.
Oh, I was just thinking
You
maybe
would-
you wanted to take me up and you
Oh.
wanted to take me shopping.
No. Listen, when I went up to Oklahoma this last time, I knew I was going as the driver and the credit card. That's all she wanted. You just give you the card.
Just give me the card. I don't know what I need. I just need a couple $100. So
There you go.
you know what I mean?
Sure.
Is that, you, everybody you just heard me say
Sure.
sure. Right, so
Sure.
when can we go shopping?
The 12th of never.
The 12th of November. You mean 12th of November?
Never.
Okay, well,
Oh, no, I know. I love it. No, it's good.
well, if anybody would like to sponsor our show, we want to update the show and update the studio. We are welcome to any donations. You can go to the Purple at Touch Foundation and just put your donation and say it's for the Don't Believe the Hype show. So, you know what I mean, we're happy to take any donation because everything that we do on this show, it's all free. We don't charge no one to come in here.
I have one thing, if you're closing it out, but I have one thing to say to you. I've known you a couple of years now, and I so appreciate what you are doing for the women of this community.
Thank you.
That definitely comes from your heart. It has to do the dedication that you do for others. So thank you.
Thank you very much.
I didn't want to do it before. I didn't want you to cry.
Because I get so sentimental when people tell me thank you because it is hard.
It's hard.
You know what I mean? Every single, more or less every day, I don't know when I leave out of here who I'm going to...
I remember when you started. You didn't know where you were sleeping some nights. I remember that. So, thank you.
Don't make me cry.
No crying. I will, if there's nothing else she needs to say.
Thank you for tuning in to the Don't Believe the Hype show. I'm Valerie Kelso. Tune in 2 weeks' time and we have got a healthcare provider that will be coming on to teach you a little bit about healthcare.
Oh, cool.
And thank you for coming on to our show today.
Thank you for having
I'm
me.
trying not to cry
Don't
because
cry.
I don't want to smudge my little bit of makeup
No,
that
don't
I
cry.
put on. You know what I'm saying? But thank you, Miss Benna. Thank you for sharing your insight on Avon. And if there's any woman that's looking for a business part-time, it doesn't must have to be Avon. Find you a mentor, find you someone, because there's so many opportunities for us women in this world right now. It's just for you to tap into your potential. Because
Right.
each one of us, God has given us their gift. And it's for us to use that gift to do what you are supposed to do. Because when God comes back and you don't use your gift, you've got nobody to blame except yourself. Thank you.
Thank you.